starting lineup on opening day?
Well, obviously we think he's our best option at second, but we saw much of what you saw. We saw the kid that didn't play like a freshman, not just with his ability but the way he carries himself. He looks like the guy that's most ready to play. He's an outstanding hitter, runs well, good defender. But I'm excited about all those freshman infielders. Will Golson, who I didn't mention, is going to be playing in the infield as a backup to start with. May even play a little bit in the outfield. But we're very comfortable in the infield.
You mentioned Bramlett. For him to come back all the way, be off last year, his injury, and then to be the Sunday guy, he must have impressed you a lot in fall and spring.
He really has, and as you said, John, you don't know when they come off that injury. You don't know, where they're going to be and how they're going to be that first year back when they're released and able to pitch. But how are they? But he had a really good fall, and once we got back, his 3 starts were probably better than any of the starters. He was pretty spotless in his 3 starts. Here this January and early February. So excited. A guy that when we recruited him a few years ago, we knew he'd have a big time fastball, but the sliders keeps coming and his improved changeup. We think he's going to have a big year.
What difference did you guys experience with the ball this spring?
I've said it a few times. I think the first day out, you could see it just in batting practice. Maybe it's hopefulness, that you're going to have some more home runs. But is that a word?
We'll look it up in a little while.
Right. But to put it in perspective statistically, I think we hit 7 home runs last fall, and we hit 26 this past fall. So when I say last fall, 2 falls ago, in 2013. We hit 4 home runs in inter-squad game. Was it Saturday? Mm-hmm. Saturday. That just wasn't happening with the other ball. So I certainly think it's not just going to impact us. I think it's going to impact college baseball. I think it's a good change. How much, I don't know, but certainly going in the right direction.
Who bats leadoff and who kind of fits around Sykes in the middle of the batting order?
Opening day leadoff batter will be J.B. Woodman. Some of that's going to dictate right-handed or left-handed. I think Errol Robinson will bat second. Sykes will bat third. I think Bortles will bat fourth. I think Henry Lertigue will bat fifth. After that, a lot of it's determined on righty-lefty.
How would you say Joe Wainhouse has been playing as a true freshman, and could he work his way into the DH role?
Yeah, I think, and there's a possibility in the first couple games he made DH. And one of the things is, we're not sure. I don't think William and Mary has released, their starter yet. At least, we don't know. So, find out. And I don't want to think that Joe can't hit against left-handed pitchers. Matter of fact, he had a home run this weekend off a left-handed pitcher, and he had several hits off left-handed pitchers. But he's really come on, and a guy that I think as the fall progressed, we started to realize that he's a guy that's talented and a guy that looks like he's going to be ready to play as a freshman.
How do you feel Kobe Bortles has done at third this preseason?
Terrific. He's been really he's handled it well all fall and early spring. Got off to a little slow start, I think, offensively at the beginning of January, but this weekend had a great weekend. He hit, I think he led the team in home runs in the fall, hit 6 home runs, and I think a guy that has, much like what you saw at the end of the season, Jeff, that I think he's going to be a force in the middle of the lineup.
Coach, you guys lost a lot from last year. Yet
let me reintroduce Sykes Orbis, Sam Smith, and Austin Knight. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, it sounds like right now you guys you guys aren't missing them anymore.
Well, you're talking about the great players from last year. Yeah, you gotta reload, you gotta rebuild. I was only mentioning them because nobody's asked them a question yet. People talk about replacing people. Last year was a terrific year, and when you look at some of those guys, Will Allen and Austin Anderson and Bosfield, and some guys that not only had great careers, but maybe had their best year in their last year, and I think you need that to have a special year. And so we're going to need some of these guys sitting in the room, some of the young guys to step up and have freshman years like JB did and Errol did. We're going to need some of these young guys like Tate and Watson and others to be able to contribute in big roles, much like the younger guys did last year.